Imagine a prestigious debate at one of the world's most renowned institutions turning into a full-blown diplomatic meltdown, with accusations flying across borders like unchallenged missiles. That's the shocking reality of what unfolded at the Oxford Union, where an event meant to spark intellectual fireworks instead ignited a storm of controversy and finger-pointing. But here's where it gets controversial. Was this a simple scheduling snafu, or a calculated ploy to dodge uncomfortable truths? Stick around, because the details reveal a tale that's as intriguing as it is infuriating, and one that raises eyebrows about international relations and debate ethics. Let's start at the beginning, to set the scene for those new to this. The Oxford Union is a famous debating society at the University of Oxford in the UK, often hosting high-profile speakers on global issues. This particular event, slated for November 27, 2025, tackled a fiery motion. The House believes that India's response to Pakistan is a populist strategy sold as security policy. It was supposed to pit Indian debaters against Pakistani ones in a neutral arena, drawing crowds eager for sharp arguments and perhaps some geopolitical insights. But as we all know, the best-laid plans can unravel spectacularly, and this debate descended into what Indian speaker Sai Deepak described as a farce. Deepak, a prominent lawyer and commentator known for his bold takes on India's legal and political landscape, like his analyses of Supreme Court rulings, took to X, formerly Twitter, with a blow-by-blow account that paints a picture of chaos from the start. He claimed the whole affair was plagued by instability, pointing fingers at Pakistani nationals holding key roles in the Union. Specifically, he named Musa Haraj as the president, allegedly the son of Pakistan's Minister of Defense Production, and Raza Nazar as the treasurer. This setup, Deepak suggested, hinted at a deeper organizational failure that favored one side. To clarify for beginners, the Oxford Union is student-run, so having international figures in leadership positions could raise questions about impartiality. Think of it like having a referee in a sports match who roots for one team. Things spiraled further when the original star speakers from India, former Chief of Army Staff General Bipin Rawat, referred to as Shri Naravane in the content, likely a shorthand for General Manoj Mukund Naravane, and economist Dr. Subramanian Swamy, dropped out just 2 days prior due to unavoidable commitments. Picture the last-minute scramble. Deepak, who was ready to champion India's stance, hustled to assemble a new team. He successfully brought on board Manu Khajuria, a journalist and analyst, and P.T. Satish K. Sharma, a scholar with expertise in international affairs, both conveniently based in the UK at the time. But the real collapse came mere hours before the debate was set to kick off. Deepak recounted receiving a phone call at 3:13 p.m., informing him that the Pakistani delegation, including seasoned politicians like Hina Rabbani Kar and Khawaja Muhammad Asif, hadn't even arrived in London yet. Frustrated, the Indian team decided to cancel their trip to Oxford, abandoning the event. And this is the part most people miss. Deepak later got confirmation that the Pakistani team had actually landed and was checked into a hotel in Oxford itself. That revelation led him to unleash a scathing critique, accusing Pakistan of deserting the battlefield even before the battle begins, and questioning their courage to engage in a live, face-to-face exchange. He didn't stop there. Deepak lambasted the Oxford Union leadership for letting the institution be dragged into the muck and essentially becoming a mouthpiece for the Pakistan High Commission. This is where things turn heated. Deepak's narrative directly clashes with the official statement from the Pakistan High Commission in London, which claimed the Indian side had withdrawn from the debate. They expressed regret over the last-minute withdrawal of the Indian delegation, listing names like General Naravane, Dr. Swamy, and even Sachin Pilot, a prominent Indian politician, and framed it as handing a walkover to Pakistan, due to India's supposed lack of confidence in defending its security policies in an intellectually rigorous setting. The irony? Pakistan portrayed this as a victory by default, suggesting India's actions betrayed insecurity, but Deepak's version flips the script, implying a deliberate Pakistani gambit, a strategic maneuver to evade debate altogether. This contradiction sparks debate. Is it a case of poor communication, or something more sinister? For instance, one could argue that travel issues are common in international events, but the timing and confirmations hint at possible deceit. And here's another controversial angle. Does having Pakistani nationals in leadership roles at the Union compromise its neutrality? Some might see it as inclusive diversity, while others view it as a conflict of interest that tilts the playing field. Adding fuel to the fire, Shiv Sena UBT lawmaker Priyanka Chaturvedi chimed in on X with a mocking tweet, labeling Pakistan as liars and expressing no surprise at their behavior. Her post read, "Pakistan is crying again over an Oxford Union debate. This is for the record. Once again they have proved to be liars. Expecting any better from them was not even on my list." This adds a layer of public scrutiny, turning a private, diplomatic dust-up into a social media spectacle. As the news desk, a dedicated team of editors and writers passionate about breaking down India's and the world's biggest stories, it's our job to deliver live updates, exclusive insights, and deep dives into events like this. From analyzing political maneuvers to exploring international tensions, we aim to keep you informed with clarity and context. This incident raises big questions about trust in global institutions and the role of debates in resolving conflicts. Was Pakistan genuinely unable to participate, or did they orchestrate an exit to avoid tough questions on India's policies? And what about the Oxford Union? Should it vet its leaders more rigorously to maintain credibility? We invite you to weigh in. Do you think this was a genuine mishap or a clever dodge? Could international debates ever be truly neutral in such polarized topics? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with Deepak's accusations, or does the Pakistan High Commission's version ring truer? Let's discuss respectfully and constructively as always. Disclaimer: comments reflect users' views, not News 18's. Please keep discussions respectful and constructive. Abusive, defamatory, or illegal comments will be removed. News 18 may disable any comment at its discretion. By posting, you agree to our terms of use and privacy policy.